Good morning, guys. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Cloudy, overcast, beautiful weather. And today I have a special bike with me here, the Kawasaki Versys 1000, the perfect tourer. Now today I'll be test riding it and try to give you an honest review. So I'll be riding it to Rishikesh, and then I'll try to sum up the pros and cons of this bike. So please do watch till the end. Now this bike Versys 1000 is powered by 1043cc inline 4 cylinder engine, the same engine you find on Kawasaki Ninja 1000, but this has been tuned a little differently, generating almost 120 PS of power at 9000 RPM and 102 Nm of torque, which are good figures talking from a tourer perspective. Now the seat height is almost 840 mm, which is, I would say, 5 mm more than my Kawasaki H2 SX. So I, standing 174 centimeter, I'm able to touch my feet, both feet, onto the ground pretty easily. Talking about the fuel tank, comes with 21 liters fuel tank, and the average which it's showing is 17.6. The bike comes with this front windscreen which is adjustable. And talking about the tires, it has 120 section in the front, 180 in the back. Now talking about the display, it comes partly analog, partly digital. That's the Indian variant. If you go abroad, you will get different variants on this bike, the S, this SE, which comes with a TFT color display. So it's really sad that Indian market, in Kawasaki doesn't offer that variant in India. Now that I'll be talking in detail later on, what all is the difference between the two models. Talking about the windscreen, as in I'm sitting upright, the seat is comfortable, but still, at 60 kilometers per hour, I can feel some wind blast coming onto top of my head. So it's adjusted to my position. Talking about the seat comfort, the Indian roads, it's a little bumpy sometimes highway. So this bike is perfect for that. You don't need to worry. I'm sitting comfortably, and I think you can go miles and miles, hours, without even worrying. Comparing it to my Kawasaki H2, of course the segment again is totally different, but I would say it's almost comparable, or somehow I feel H2 SX has a little softer seat, little more plush and comfortable. Talking about the rear seat, the pillion one, this has a massive, it's a sofa. So I'll show you that also. I don't know if you guys can hear the noise, but I can really feel the wind blast coming on to the top of my helmet. Talking about riding it throughout the day, this bike can do what you want it to do. I'm at 70-80 right now, a little bit turns, and you just direct this bike and it will go to the direction where you want it to go. No fear. If you're riding, you will not feel that you're riding something that huge. Maybe on the first instance you will find that, but when you're cruising through the highway right now, I'm not feeling that it's a massive 255 kgs bike through the curves. I just do this and it goes to the direction you point. There comes bumps and I don't feel any bumps. You get speed breakers on the way, just stand up and it goes without any problem. Or there is a speed breaker, if I keep sitting, let's see how much, nothing. So it's up to you. You can stand up or you can keep sitting and it crosses without any hassle. Let me show you the cruise control. Here is the cruise button. I press it and I press the set, and 58, 59, it's cruising, no issues at all. 58, 6 gear, RPM almost 2000, and it's cruising without any issues. Now let me show you how the screen lights up when you switch on the power ignition. That's the whole functioning. So here you can see neutral, the time, it's wrong, sorry for that, the odometer, the power, the traction setting, the kilometers, that's the analog meter, hazard lights, neutral, ABS, engine, you know, engine light, and the fuel light, engine fuel light, the power button, the Kawasaki traction control, this is the cruise control, that's the indicator, this is the reset, that's the hazard light, the horn, that's pretty loud, that's the ignition, that's the select button. Now here H2SX differs, there's a mode button here. If I just go onto this power, keep it pressed, you can see the power starts blinking, which there are 2 power modes unlike Kawasaki H2SX, which offers 3. So there is low and there is full. And if I talk about low, that cuts down the power almost you know, to 75 to 80% of the maximum power. Coming on to Kawasaki traction control, let me keep it to low right now. I keep Kawasaki traction control pressed. 3 Kawasaki traction control, if you see, off, actually 4, 1, 2, 3 and off. And if I just toggle, 85 is the engine right now temperature, range, it's average, instantaneous average, and that's the trip A, trip B, and the total it has done 9,354. That's the ABS light out there, and that's the select button. So that's all about the instrument console. Talking about the brakes, doesn't come with Brembo, comes with Kawasaki. Here it's written KTRC ABS system. That's the front look if I give you. Comes with assist and slipper clutch. You also get this power outlet 12 volt, which is very good in case you know you are touring. You can just put on your GPS or the mobile and you can charge it. Now this bike comes with LED lights in the front. Talking about the tire section, it's 120 in the front, 120 by 70, and let me show you the rear tire. That's by Bridgestone Battlex sports touring tire. This section is 180 by 55, so perfect for a sports touring. It's pretty broad if you see. Now Indian version gets this sari guard, which I don't like. I don't know how many people will be able to sit on this tall seat with a sari. So it comes with 150 mm of ground clearance here, which is okay. I mean, you won't hit any bump or any stone, but it's not meant for hardcore off-roading. Talking about the seat height, it comes with 840 mm, which is okay. I mean, you don't feel like you're really sitting really high. Now this tank is 21 liters, massive tank, so you can almost tour anywhere without even worrying about the need to refuel. Talking about this bike, it comes with Bosch IMU. Now what it does, it gives you, it senses 6 different parameters. It gives you the lean angle, it senses your acceleration, deacceleration, the braking power. So it controls everything. When you're leaning into a corner, you're going straight, it senses and it stabilizes your bike. So that's something good on this bike. Now if I talk about the difference this spec, Indian spec standard model has with the specs you are offered abroad. Now of course there is a TFT display here, colored screen, in the international market, which is the highest variant SE model. Comes with heated grips there, doesn't come here. As an accessory you can. So with the TFT screen you can connect your phone wirelessly, you can listen to music, you can control the Bluetooth functions, everything. Also it comes with cornering lights in international market. Let me show you. Now this area exactly here and here, this one comes with cornering lights, 3, not available on this model because it's a standard model. What it does is when you lean, so Bosch IMU senses it, for every 10 degrees lean it switches on one light. So there are 3 lights here, 10 degrees, one light, 20 to 30, two lights, then third light. So when you're leaning, it illuminates the path. SE version actually comes with electronic suspension. Kawasaki India, please, please, please get that thing also in India. I mean, even Kawasaki H2 SX SE Plus model, which is not available in India, which I was thinking of buying at that time, has that. Now in Indian models, you don't find it. This comes with a manual suspension. Let me show you that. So that's the manual suspension. You can go for a hard and a soft setting here by rotating this knob. Now have a look at the seat. It has a, you know, this comfort here between the legs. It's huge, going all the way back. The Versys, you know, badging here. And I'm talking about this pillion, 1.5 almost, you know, that's my palm. You can imagine how big it is. Huge. So this is one comfortable bike for a pillion rider. Coming on to this windscreen, it's manually adjustable, not automatic with a click of a button like other, you know, BMW's Tourer, but you can just rotate this knob, adjust it. I think it has a travel of, I think, you know, adjustment of 43 mm if I'm not wrong. So you can see at first gear it can easily touch 90. Throw it around the corners, it takes the path you want. Very, very agile bike. I mean, I've driven other bikes, and those bikes are, you know, you just can't take it around corners, especially the cruisers and the Tourers. This just feels like 100 kgs. As you build up the speed, it just goes boom. Speed breakers, stand up, and there you go. Lean, and it leans where you want it to lean. Talking about the brakes really inspire confidence. I mean, the rear brake, here it is, and the front brake is much more responsive. Wow. I mean, really, I can cruise at 130, 140 without any fear on this bike, because the brakes really gives you that confidence. You see a small, this, you know, S kind of symbol with a triangle. This comes when you're riding, when kind of your acceleration is in the economy mode. So if you really accelerate hard, seat goes off, the triangle goes off, then the triangle comes. So that's also there in H2 series. It tells you you're going, how your riding style is. Now it's on. If I accelerate, you can see it goes off. If I just cruise, it comes back. Sorry guys, in case you're getting the wind sound. I mean, the wind is really strong today, and over that, I guess it's not giving me that much of a protection, this windshield. So sorry if you're getting that wind sound. I mean, I can really feel my head moving because the wind is coming from this side direction. Taking it through the curves is really an easy task if you have that kind of speed. I mean, above 50. In traffic, of course, it feels heavy, but it's to my shock that in curves it performs really smooth and does the job. Whoa, man, I can imagine how nice it will be to take this bike across India on a tour. Jai Hind. That's Indian flag flying high. Shift to second gear, and you can just stand up and go. Whoa. I mean, even at second gear, enough torque, you know, to go through all the gravels and the stones. Wow, this machine is dual purpose, I would say. Take it through off-road or take it on the streets, you know, through the highways, will perform. Whoa! So I can really grab the tank with my knees. No issue in that. Good grip. And just standing and going through to reach the beach. Wow, now that's a machine. So soft off-road, you know, not a hardcore, it will easily go through. No need to worry. So 150 mm of ground clearance, amazing for this road. I mean, I face no difficulty as of now. So if you want real fun, you can turn off the traction. Wow, now that's it. So regarding off-roading, I would really say amazing performance. I'm really impressed. Versys 1000. Now I'm using the full potential of this bike. Full power, traction 1. And wow, behaves like a sports bike now. It's easy to maneuver, but you can feel like I'm at 6th gear, 70 speed. I need to overtake and just here I go, and touches 100 in no time. You can see the magic of full power. Now this really caught eyes in Rishikesh. I mean, I was standing there, I was taking pictures, I was shooting video, and people came to me asking which bike is this, oh how much cc, how big it is. They were like shocked. So yeah, it gives you that road presence, which if you want that, you get it. So I would say around 6 to 8 people came to me asking about this bike. I told them about the Kawasaki, Asco Kawasaki, you know, and all the specification. So they were really impressed.
600 है
1000
कितने की भाई?
टेस्ट राइड लाया हूँ वीडियो बनाने के लिए. वैसे Kawasaki Dehradun में. Whether you should buy this bike or not, at a price tag of 11,19,000, I think it makes a very good proposition, knowing that it can perform both the touring and even you can lean it. So should you go for it? I would say yes. But if you're looking for something which can be your daily commuter, which can go through traffic, then this is not your machine. But if you're looking for something on which you can really go across the states, covering miles and miles, and then over that you will find the comfort, the plush seats, the power of 120 PS, then this bike is surely for you. At 19,000, I think if I was in your place, I'll go for this bike. So thank you guys, that's all for today. In case you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and if you want any specific review, let me know. That's all for today. Thank you. Namaste.